Zhao Xintong makes history as first Chinese World Snooker Champion in Monumental Crucible. Triumph in a moment that will be etched in the annals of snooker history. Zhao Xintong has become the first player from China to win the World Snooker Championship, capping off a phenomenal campaign with an 18-12 victory over three-time champion Mark Williams at the iconic Crucible Theatre in Sheffield. Zhao's victory not only rewrites history books but also represents a symbolic shift in the sport's global landscape, one that could significantly influence the future of snooker in China and beyond. A final to remember: the 28-year-old Zhao, who began the final session with a commanding 17-8 lead, was momentarily pushed by a spirited Williams comeback attempt as the veteran compiled breaks of 101, 96, and 73 to take 4 consecutive frames and stir echoes of past Crucible miracles, most notably the legendary 1985 Black Ball final in Dab, which Dennis Taylor came back from 8-0 down to defeat Steve Davis. Yet unlike that night of snooker folklore, lightning did not strike twice. Zhao, composed despite the rising tension and roars of the crowd, eventually closed out the match with an assured break of 87, sealing an emotional, cathartic, and thoroughly deserved victory, one 29 days and 111 frames in the making. "This is like a dream," Zhao told BBC Sport, visibly overwhelmed in the moments after his triumph. "I can't believe it. There was big pressure and big nerves. I knew if I missed, Mark could come back quickly. I was so nervous tonight. Mark is still a top player. He's the best." The long road to glory. Zhao's ascent to the world title is nothing short of extraordinary. Just a year ago, his professional career was in jeopardy. Suspended for 20 months due to his involvement in a 2023 match-fixing scandal, Zhao was sidelined from all competition, accused of betting on matches, and being complicit in another player's attempt to fix 2 contests. Though he did not throw any of his own matches, the suspension cast a shadow over his promising future, but Zhao returned in 2024 with a vengeance, determined to redeem himself. Entering the 2025 championship as an unseeded qualifier, he had to battle through 4 rounds of qualifying, playing a grueling 111 frames in total. His run has become the stuff of legend. Out of 49 matches this season, he won 47, a level of dominance unseen in the sport in recent years. He now becomes the first amateur player to win the World Championship at the Crucible, and only the 3rd qualifier to lift the trophy since the tournament moved to Sheffield in 1977, joining Terry Griffiths 1979 and Shaun Murphy 2005 in an elite club. A bitter yet proud ending for Mark Williams. The loss brings a valiant run to an end, but not without remarkable achievements of his own. At 50 years old, the ID Welshman became the oldest Crucible finalist in history, outlasting top contenders including world number 1 Judd Trump en route to the final. But the final proved a match too far. "Unfortunately, I was just never in the final from day one," said Williams, candid in defeat. "I was behind from the start and could not get into it." Despite the loss, Williams had nothing but admiration for Zhao. "I've got nothing but admiration for what he's done, coming through the qualifiers, hasn't played for 2 years, bashed everybody up. There's a new superstar of the game." A landmark victory for China. Zhao's win is far more than a personal triumph. It is a monumental moment for Chinese snooker. With over 70 million people playing the game recreationally in China and a new generation of professional talents emerging, his victory could spark a revolution in interest, participation, and investment. It arrives 9 years after Ding Junhui came close to delivering China its first world title, losing 18-14 to Mark Selby in the 2016 final. Ding's defeat was heartbreaking but inspired a generation, including Zhao himself. "It is very good for Chinese snooker, and I am very happy I have done this for them," Zhao said. "Now this will give children in China power, and in the future, many Chinese players can do this." In China, state broadcasters, social media platforms, and sporting institutions hailed the victory as a turning point. Already nicknamed a superstar by commentators, Zhao is expected to become the face of the sport in China, potentially playing a role similar to that of Yao Ming in basketball or Na Li in tennis. A career reborn, Zhao will now rise to 11th in the world rankings, and with the $500,000 top prize in his pocket, he has firmly re-established himself on the global snooker scene. But perhaps more significantly, Zhao's journey represents one of redemption, resilience, and resurgence. From disgrace to greatness in less than 2 years, his story is one of the most compelling arcs in modern sports. "It was nearly 2 years playing no competition," Zhao said, "so my first target was just to qualify. I can't believe I could become world champion in such a short time after the ban, so I am so proud of myself." Changing of the guard. Zhao's win is not just historic, it's symbolic. It marks a possible changing of the guard in professional snooker. With veterans like Ronnie O'Sullivan, John Higgins, and Mark Williams approaching the twilight of their careers, the stage is now set for a younger, more global generation to take over. In Zhao Xintong, the game may have found its new leading man, a dynamic, stylish player with a fearless approach and magnetic charisma. As the snooker world reflects on a season of remarkable highs and lows, one thing is certain: the sport has entered a new era, and Zhao Xintong is at the very heart of it. Thank you for watching InfoHub, your source for trusted news and insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay informed.